different something.
That's kind of cool. I don't usually do like new post announcements, but if I were to do one, it would be this. That's kind of cool. What's up? It's Millie. Welcome to my channel. I'm an influencer coach. On Sundays, we go behind the scenes of what it's like to run a business as an influencer. And on Wednesdays, we do teaching, training, talking head tutorial type videos, teaching you all the latest strategies and trends for how to grow on social media. So if you're new to my channel, subscribe, y'all. This video, typically Sundays are like vlog style, but here we are. I am doing, as you can tell by the title of this video, a reacts video. I asked my team and all of you on YouTube to send me some tips that you've seen around the internet, and I'm going to react to them. I have not seen any of them, so I don't know if these will be good reactions, bad reactions. Hopefully we can bust some myths or prove things correct, and it's just gonna be all my opinion. It's gonna be fun. I've never done this. This could totally not be fun and be completely boring. So I'm gonna scoot this way.
Here's a hack to get brand deals even as a small influencer. Go to Instagram and type in the brand that you want to work with. Go to their followers list and click on hashtags that they're following. You want to use these hashtags in your post and you'll have a higher chance of getting noticed by these brands. Follow me on Instagram for more tips. Here's a hack.
Love it. Okay, so Nicole, love Nicole. I've seen her videos here and there, and I don't think she's ever been off. I don't think she's ever been off. And yes, this is a fun little hack or way to get in front of brands, get their attention as a micro nano starting influencer. I feel like I mentioned this in a recent video. I was doing the video for like how to grow quickly and get money on Instagram. I think I mentioned that in that video. So yes, this is something that is true, something that I've taught and teach to my students as well. I love it. Love it. I wonder if that's something you could do on TikTok. Like, can you see what hashtags people are following? Following list is hidden. Okay, so maybe not something you could do on TikTok, but definitely works for Instagram.
Hey guys, I'm Yasmin and I work in influence marketing, and I'm going to share with you a hack that everyone needs to know. Today's hack is all about engagement rates, and for anyone who doesn't know what this is, it's basically a metric that tracks how involved your audience is with the content. So here is the sneaky little hack. You basically go to engagement rate calculator, add it to your Chrome as an extension, and then for any profile on Instagram, it will show you the engagement rate. It's so important to find influencers with a good engagement rate. An average one is 2 to 3%, and then a really good one is 5% plus. Be sure to follow for more marketing related tips.
Dang, that's a cool one. I didn't know that extension, I didn't know that existed. That's pretty cool. I think that would probably be more relevant to brands that are starting in the influencer marketing genre. Is that genre? How's that sound go? I don't know. But I feel like that would be more specifically helpful for brands, because brands are going to a lot of users' profiles, specifically on their desktop, because do you really think brands sit on their phones all day? No, they're on their laptops doing their research. And that is such a great way for them to easily, quickly see influencers' engagement rates. So I love that. Typically for me, how I calculate my engagement rate, I forget the tool that I use. I think it's Influencer Hub. They have a free engagement rate calculator. You can put in your handle and it calculates for you. The only thing with engagement rate calculators is that not all of them take into account your reels. So I'm curious if this extension also takes into account your reels engagement, because my engagement for reels is poppin', but then when I use like engagement calculators, it only analyzes like the past 12 whatever in-feed posts. So I'm curious to see if this one would analyze reels. That would be cool if it includes it. Love it.
Here's an easy Instagram hack that you did not know about. Let's go.
Open up an Instagram GIF of your choice, zoom all the way in, and save. Next, we're going to open up that same video, paste your picture, and hold the cursor down until you find the color that you prefer. Then, using the eraser tool, we're going to write our desired text. So cute already. Then we're going to add a couple more GIFs to decorate. Here I added a date. And that is it, you guys. Follow for more tips.
Okay, cool. So my reaction, it's cute. I love it. It's cute, creative, nothing wrong with it. But what's interesting is I do have this video here called Outdated Instagram Strategies. And one of the outdated things is like sharing things to your stories saying new post, new post, new post. Like that's something that I feel is a little outdated, which is interesting because this one that was sent to me, it's from over a year and a half ago. I think January of last year, maybe that was still a thing, but as of right now, that's not as poppin'. I don't know if I would do the new feed post announcements to my stories anymore. If I'm posting or resharing a post to my stories, it's typically not a post I posted, unless it's like a huge announcement. Like if Instagram has a huge update and I post about this huge update, I'll put that in my stories because I want to make sure people see it. But most of the time I'm resharing other creators' content to my stories to expand their reach, and I think it would be valuable to my audience. So it's not often where I do the whole like new post announcements anymore.
How to make money on Instagram in 15 minutes? Let me show you.
Listen to me now.
So he's not wrong.
15 minutes? Let me show
Let's
you.
follow the steps. Watch. Personal dashboard, badges, badges milestones. Okay, so this was when badges first came out. I see that's the time frame that his video was posted. The only thing is not everybody has access to this feature, so not to say it's clickbaity, he's right. He's right for people who have access to it. So if I go to my professional dashboard, there it is. Badges. These are the milestones that you want to hit. So he's right, but not everybody has access. So, okay, I haven't watched it, but it says how to grow your Instagram. It is from last year, so we'll see how accurate it is. I've said this before in a video, but I'm gonna make sure, I could be wrong, I could be wrong. Okay, so if you use hashtags in your stories, I think that's pointless. I'm pretty sure it's pointless now because you can tell right now, I can't watch any stories. There's nowhere where Instagram is showing me stories that use that hashtag. Let me do one that maybe somebody would be more like latte art or coffee shop vibes, right? I feel like that would be a hashtag people would use in their stories, right? Hashtag coffee shop. Yeah. There's no way to see who's using the hashtags in their stories. So that just is not relevant anymore, people. It did used to work, I will give you that. Used to work, it does not anymore. Myth busted.
Day 27 of 100 days to 10K on a brand new Instagram account, and I'm gonna walk you through everything that I do for my posts. So today, I'm just gonna do a carousel view post. I'm gonna type up my caption, go over to my notes app, copy and paste my keywords and hashtags, put them in the bottom of my caption. Then I'm gonna tag any relevant brands in my outfit. I'm gonna add my location, go into advanced settings, and write out my alt text describing what I'm doing and wearing in each picture. I just copy and paste it for each one, it's easier. Then I'm gonna share the post to my story. I decided today to just write out new with like the text and then play around with the colors until I like the way it looked. And then I'm just going to put my keywords and hashtags behind the link to my post. Once that's done, I did another story where I just write up my outfit details in this cute like aesthetic font. And then I go over to my like to know it and I copy the link for that and I put it on my story as well. And once that story is posted, I add it to my highlight fit check so that it's at the top of my Instagram page. And then I am just gonna go in and interact with the hashtags that I use. I do this every day, helps boost engagement, drive traffic back to your account. And then I'm gonna share my post to Pinterest from Instagram and then go over to Pinterest and manually create each pin. I write a title, give a description using keywords, and then I link it back to my Instagram. You should definitely give me a follow on Insta. It's linked to my bio. We can be besties, and I hope to see you back tomorrow.
That was so much jam-packed. I really like a lot of what she did, like use keywords, tag relevant brands, write alt text, include a location if it's relevant, set up like to know it, get the extra income stream going, posting it to Pinterest. That's another great strategy that a lot of people don't utilize because it is an extra step, but linking your images, if you're using images on Instagram, to Pinterest. Pinterest also has video options, so you can definitely be like recycling your reels there too. So there's a lot of really great steps. I think the only one that I was like, about was the hashtag bundling. Like it looked like on her notes app she had pre-created hashtag bundles or collections and she copy and pastes those. That's something that I did used to do as well when I first started growing, but it ended up, I don't want to say getting me shadow banned. A great resource for this is hashtag Slayer. So if you don't already follow hashtag Slayer on Instagram, go follow them. They're fantastic with hashtag advice. But I was using the same-ish hash, like I had 5 bundles that I would like rotate between. And I would copy paste every post, posting every day, rotating between the 5 bundles. But I was posting the hashtags in the same order every time. And that's the issue with the copy paste method is because you post the same thing every time in the same order, it can appear as like bot behavior to Instagram. And using the same hashtags all the time, people who follow that hashtag, maybe they could get annoyed with your content, and they can. So if somebody follows the hashtag influencer coach and I'm posting a bajillion times using that hashtag, they can go like this, and they could go to 3 dots and click don't show for this hashtag. So they can almost like flag Instagram, telling them like, hey, this person's account or this one, don't show me this for this hashtag. Don't show me this person's stuff for this hashtag. And getting that a little bit too often on Instagram could have a negative effect on your page. So instead of just like copying and pasting the same collections, be really strategic with your hashtags if you're using them. Be specific to that post every time. Don't just use the same hashtags over and over.
Abidjan, Mehringdamm, komm nicht. Ich hab Ravani und Ketten aus Gold. Die Chick wird zu mir, doch ich hab's nicht gewollt. Wir sippen um 4, Spanier, Franzacken. Trap-Babys tanzen, ich komm mit Kanacken. Ich hab Ravani und Ketten aus Gold. Die Chick wird zu mir, doch ich hab's nicht gewollt. Wir sippen um 4, Spanier, Franzacken.
Okay, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. I don't usually do like new post announcements, but if I were to do one, it would be this. That's kind of cool. I'll give you that. I'll give you that one.
Go to stories and go to browse effects. Search up story edit, and this is a really cool new story design that you can do. You can add a text message bubble, a notepad bubble.
That's a cool one. I think I'm gonna start using that.
Tips to growing on Instagram. I do all of these things, and my Instagram following has been growing by at least 2% a week consistently for months. Post 3 times a week, and at least one of those posts should be a reel. The biggest part of this is ensuring that you're posting content that is serving your audience, so you need to be educating, entertaining, or empathizing with them in every post. Repurpose all your Instagram content to other platforms. Everything I post on Instagram, I will also post to Facebook and Pinterest, and I'll always try and repurpose it into TikToks as well. Having all these other platforms is really good for driving traffic to your Instagram. Engagement. I make sure to answer all my comments and all my DMs, as well as interacting with other accounts regularly so I can build good connections. Follow for more tips.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate. I wouldn't get too caught up. There's nothing wrong with that. I just wouldn't get too caught up in like, oh, I have to post 3 times in order to grow. And if I do only 1 reel, then I'll see the same results as her. Everybody's journey is going to be a little bit different on Instagram. So make sure you are testing what works for you and your audience. And maybe that's 3 posts a week. Maybe that's 3 reels a week. Maybe that's 5 posts a week. But make sure you're always testing what works well for you.
Instagram influencer part 1. Sign up for platforms that will pair you with brands. For the longest time, I would just wait around for brands to find me, but when I signed up for these platforms and started pitching to them, that's when I started getting real money. The platform that I recommend the most is #paid. This is the one that's gotten me the most amount of brand deals and the most amount of money in the past year. Other good ones include Aspire IQ, Shopping Links, and The Circle. Good luck, and like if you want a part 2. How to start being an Instagram influencer.
Yeah, this is a big one. Let me go here. Everybody always asks me like, oh, I have 10,000 followers. That's a big number, but I have had somebody ask me, they're like, I have 14,000 followers and I'm not getting paid brand deals. What's going on? I'm projecting this because this is how I thought. I thought when I hit 10,000 followers, brands are gonna be coming up to me up the wazoo. Like I'm gonna get pitched left and right. They're gonna wanna work with me. Boy, was I wrong. As soon as I hit 10,000 followers, nothing changed. And I was like, what the crap? Like I thought I was gonna be a big deal. I'm not a big deal. The trick, the key, the secret, if you want paid brand collaborations, seek them out. Don't wait for them to come to you. That's the biggest mistake I see people make, is waiting for brands to pitch you because you think you hit this threshold and now magically they're gonna find you. There's so many influencers out there and they need help finding you. So by you reaching out to them and signing up for third-party platforms, it's gonna make it so much easier for them to find you and so much easier for you both to get connected and for you to actually start getting those paid brand deals. So I approve. We're gonna do one more.
Followers on Instagram in 7 days. The first thing you need to know is that I've had this Instagram account for over 2 years and it just now blew up. So here's the secret. You need to post reels. So here's 3 things you need to do in your reels to get to 10K followers. Number 1, post consistently. Yes, I know you've heard that word before, but you need to be consistent. I posted these videos every single day for over a week, and this is something you really need to do. Keep the video short, under 3 seconds per frame, 20 seconds per video. Use Instagram to edit and use your own audio. And the videos that got me to 10,000 followers showed my face. And that brings us to number 2, show your face. You also need to be confident in who you are, what you do, and what you possibly sell. You also need to have a good hook in the first 3 seconds of your video, smile often, and have good lighting. And lastly, be relatable. Take trending sounds and make it your own for what you do or what you sell. Like for part 2.
Okay, she's adorable. Did she just not have the cutest voice in the world? I love all those tips. It's funny because she is like 3 tips and she ended up saying like 500 in one video. She was like, be consistent, post reels, have each frame less than 3 seconds, the whole reel under 20 seconds, show your face, do all the things. Like she was giving so much value in that. So I totally agree. I don't think there's anything I disagree with. I feel like I want to do another version of this because we started to get into kind of influencer tips or brand collab tips. So maybe I'll do another reacts video specifically about influencer tips or influencers, about brand collaborations, how to make money as an influencer. So I feel like maybe that would be my next react video. If you would watch that, give me some videos to react to down below. That would be really helpful. I don't know if this video was fun or not, but I hope it was. If you've made it this far and you're not already subscribed to my channel, be sure to hug the subscribe button and turn on the bell notification so you don't miss when I post my next video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Follow your joy. Bye.